never took the time to look up at the stars, see them dance between the clouds, twinkling as if they were telling a story to one another. I wonder if they've seen my story. Would they be proud of me? The story that led me to the barricade, to this night where the unnumbered tears matched the numberless dead. We had to resort to violence, because that's the only way people will listen. I know it is wrong, but it's all I've ever known, fighting to get what's yours. Mum and Dad taught me that, but in a different way. There is so much blood on the ground that I can't tell my own from the fallen soldier that's grasping at my leg with his icy touch. The red stain that now lines the street will forever be set as a reminder of the revolution that cost so many people their lives so the red-coated filth could remain on the streets. The smell of gunpowder reminds me of Father's cigar smoke. Father's smoking is a dirty habit. The smoke lingers around in the air like an unwanted child. Cosette. Tonight is Mother and Father's annual open in. Clean, pretty girls, wearing dresses of the wealthy, my father's prey. What awful lives they must have, not being able to wash the filth off their unbathed skin. Cosette and I were playing princesses upstairs. I would use Father's old red army coat. Its tails would drag on the ground like a great gown. But it was missing something. A bow. Cosette had a bow. I wanted it, so I took it. She started to cry, but all I could do was admire my red bow in the pile of coins on the table. The clinking of change meant that we would eat well tonight. May I please have some money? A piece of bread? Please, sir. My cold sweat and tears are too salty to sustain my thirst. The way they look at me is like I'm not even here. The shadows of passerbys go through me like smoke goes through the air, empty and almost invisible. Do they not know who I am? A Thanada, a princess in my mother and father's eyes, until it happened. It wasn't even my fault, but the life that I once knew is now over. I mourn over the loss of my red bow, edible food, a star-filled night sky sending me to sleep, playing outside with my friends, getting all dirty just to do it all over again the next day. Even the times Mother would yell at Cosette for something I did. I miss Cosette. Although we did not get along, I wonder what her life is like. I would tell her how wretched people have left me and my family on the streets. Me, a 15-year-old girl that has to beg for life's true necessities. This isn't fair. Life isn't fair, as Father would say. I would tell her I've adopted Father's stealing traits just to survive. Because even the runts on the street eat better than I do. At least their fur keeps them warm on cold winter's nights. As I move on from the street corner that has sheltered me for a few days, I can hear the jingling of change in a wealthy gentleman's pocket. This is today's chance. I am physically weak but mentally strong. I can do this, just as he taught you. A sleight of the hand brings home the gold. I can make out who it is in the distance. It's the man that helped to dismantle my family. A man that was once a friend, but a friend is only a foe in disguise, Eponine. How times have changed. But you must remember that you can only rely on yourself, then you can't be let down by others. As I follow him down the back alley, I can feel a warm sensation in the pit of my stomach, but I don't know if it's fear or excitement. I haven't had a decent steal in a few days, but I can feel this will be well worth it. To strip him of something he holds dear, a valuable asset that he will never reclaim. This isn't about human decency, oh no. But the true power one will feel when against all odds they survive. Nothing will stop me. My fight for pennies has begun. Since being caught, I've had to regain hope and lay low. Too many people have built upon my already tarnished reputation. Even Mother and Father don't want anything to do with me. The hypocrisy. Working for my keep is better than what I was ever doing before. It was a dark time, but one that I do not regret, because it has helped me become the woman I am today. Strong, independent, and possibly even smarter. My work at the sewing factory has begun. My raw fingers claw at the strings of cloth, a lasting reminder of my once home-sewn sheets mother darned for me. The gossip at work keeps me sane. Hearing of others' misfortunes comforts me to know that I'm not broken alone. Although their matters trivial in nature, I still enjoyed the life-altering decisions that would obviously ruin their poor, sweet, innocent lives. The girls at work were complaining of how their men were going to be courageous, a type of hero, at a barricade that I can only describe as an incredible adventure. I giggle at the thought of my dear friend Marius that wishes to fight. He could not hurt a fly, let alone hold a gun. But I could do it. Bear in arms a weapon that would bring as much happiness to the victors as sadness to the losers. What do people have to fight for anyway? I've fought, and look where it's gotten me. Nowhere. But what would I lose? The poorly constructed roof over my head? The food scraps that the dogs don't want to eat? I will give this fighting thing a go. It will shut these women up to know that a girl that is younger than them is going out and fighting for a cause that could benefit all. I can hardly breathe, but there is no pain. Although I can hear the commotion of gunfire, there is nothing to worry about. There is so much blood on the ground, but its warmth outweighs the filth that it carries. It reminds me that the little things do not matter. We're all a part of the game of life, and it's how we choose to play it that we must favour. I'm proud of my way, even if it ends here.